Hi, my name is Matt Stebro, and this is the Fraser Canyon. So today, I'm going to be doing this video in actual reverse of what most of you would do. I'm on my way back home, and I'm going to show you some of the sites that I find very interesting on this beautiful part of British Columbia history. So we're going to start from Boston Bar and head on our way back to Yale and Hope. I'm standing right now at the end of the trip, but you're in for a treat, I'll tell you that. Starting from Boston Bar, we're going to stop off at Hell's Gate and have a look at what's called the Hollywood Bowl. Highway's good. We're going to look both ways before crossing the street. We're across. After looking at the Hollywood Bowl, we're going to go to Hell's Gate Tunnel. There used to be a cafe there called the Elvis Cafe. It's since gone, or Hard Rock Cafe. I don't think it was Hard Rock, but anyway, Elvis Cafe for sure. I know that for sure. It's now owned by the people who own Hell's Gate. And that tunnel actually has another tunnel beside it from the old Caribou Highway. We're going to check that out. We're going to stop off at the Alexander Lodge and get a little history on that, and I'm going to show you how you get to the Alexander Bridge. Enjoy. Our first stop on the way back from work is here at Hell's Gate. A little bit of construction going on, but this is the pullout that I'm parked in. Below here, there's a trail. You wouldn't believe it, but this entire road is supported by what I like to call the Hollywood Bowl, or the cathedral, or the amphitheater. We're gonna go down there and check it out. There's a little snow. We made it! It's literally 5 minutes. Like, the top of the road is like right there. We got ourselves a beautiful staircase. Like, wow. Oh, this is really cool. I don't know much of the history about this this bowl. I don't know when the incident happened that they decided that they needed to build something like this, but you can see this is all 2x6s stacked one on top of the other. In 4-foot lifts the whole way up. So this is what happens when a big slide pushes the road out. This is supporting the road. In fact, right up there is where we were standing just moments ago. We're going to go over to this ladder and go up just over here. There's a spot up there we can get a nice little shot of all this. The snow is very, very soft. I'm not worried about slipping or anything. There's terra firma under it, I know. So Just keep on motoring over here. I'm just in the old sneakers right now, so this is as far as I go. Got a nice little sheet of ice here. I don't want to walk on that, and have to go for an ambulance. The highway is really dead today, so I'm gonna go over and show you this next spot. So this is called Hell's Gate Tunnel, and we're just on the right side of the tunnel here. There's a little cyclist way here. There's the name, and we're gonna walk through here quick. So this is the old Caribou Tunnel, and it's tight. Like, can you imagine a semi loaded with logs and a little car right beside it? I don't know if this is the actual grade, but just width-wise, it is tight. My eyes are adjusting to the dark now, and I'm not nearly as afraid as I was. I thought maybe there might be a bear hiding out in here, but there's a lot of noise by the highway. I doubt there'd be a bear in here, but you never know. Gotta be careful. This is kind of where the spot starts. I'm gonna hike back in here. Looks like someone's. So one thing while you're walking along the mountainside is always lean towards the mountain and have one hand out touching, or at least ready to drop and grab. So it looks like I went the wrong way. The trail's right here, and oh, snow is deep. That's the trail right there, and my truck is just parked over here. Now we could stop and go check out the Alexander Bridge, but that's a provincial park, and provincial parks are closed right now. You want to go check it out, it's right at the Alexander Bridge. I'm going to stop anyway, and we'll have a look from the actual bridge. There's a nice walkway along the side there, and we'll look across to it, and I'll point it out on our drive by. So what I'm going to show you here is one of the oldest buildings on this section of the road. I'm going to get more history on it and voiceover in this next scene, but this is the Alexander Lodge.
The Alexander Lodge is valued for its historic location as a surviving reminder of the challenging face of travel and tourism in British Columbia in the last century, and for its relationship to the nearby Alexandra Bridge. The location of the Alexandra Lodge, above the banks of the Fraser River, is an essential part of this heritage value. Historic research suggests that this site has been the location of the roadhouse since 1858, predating the opening of the adjacent Caribou Wagon Road by 4 years. The current lodge is the third building to stand in this area, illustrating the ongoing need to cater to travelers passing through here for more than 100 years. It is a significant example of how the 19th century roadhouse evolved to meet the automobile age for the 20th century. The fact that the documented 1926 to 1927 design of the Alexandra Lodge corresponds with the redevelopment and reopening of the Caribou Wagon Road to vehicle traffic in the same year is a valuable part of this heritage. The nearby Alexandra Bridge was an instrumental and monumental part of motor travel through the Fraser Canyon from 1926 to the early 1960s, before the road was diverted. The Alexandra Lodge is an important illustration of the economic development of British Columbia to meet the needs of the modern traveler in the 1920s. Alexandra Lodge also has an interesting historical connection with the Caribou Hotels Limited, which constructed a number of hotels along the local route of the Caribou Wagon Road in the 1920s. The Alexandra Lodge survives as part of this early franchise endeavor in British Columbia and makes it a valued part of the history of tourism in the province.
So these locations, all the way from the Alexandra Bridge to the Alexandra Lodge to the Hell's Gate Tunnel to the Hollywood Bowl, are all within 10 minutes of each other. I think it's worth a weekend trip just to go out and check these places out if you're looking for something to do. So this is the Alexandra Bridge picnic ground parking area. Right here there's a cement barrier that goes down when they close the road. For a semi-fit equipment operator, it'll take you about 20 minutes to get down there and probably 20 minutes to get back. I'll shoot to a shot from the bridge here. So I'm about to go onto the Alexandra Bridge here and take a shot looking towards the bridge. I had to throw a jacket on. It's getting a little cold now. Let's go check this part out here. This bridge is really cool. It goes up in a huge arch and down the other side. I've heard that there's a walkway underneath, but I could be mistaken. I'm going to confer with my good friend Alan Blakeney, and he'll tell me exactly where I went wrong. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to say something. The highway, like I said, is very dead today, so we're going to cross the highway here. I must say that the construction company that refabbed this bridge did an absolutely fantastic job. Like, you can see all this grooved concrete. I used to work in concrete, and this is definitely the way to go. Now, it's only been a year, and you know, snowplows are going to be the worst thing on this road, so it's holding up pretty good. I think so. A couple of things I want to point out here. Just across from us, over there, it looks like there's a piece of metal that's like out like a circumference there. I don't know, it could be the way I'm looking at it. Over there, there's some old rock work that's probably 100 years old. And then directly across from us right there, that is the Alexandra Bridge, which I have stood on top of for another video.
And that's it. That's all. Great news. We reached over 150 subscribers, and we're continuing to grow. So that just proves that there are people out here who really enjoy the content that I'm creating, and I'm going to keep on doing it. So if you really enjoy this, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and share the video. This little clip here is of me and Alan driving out to our next adventure, so you can tune in, and I'll have it ready pretty soon here. Enjoy. Bye-bye.